Okay, this is a quick tutorial on how to use Google Tour Builder. If you are not signed into Google Tour Builder, you will see a little blue sign in button up here, and you're going to sign in with your Google account. So you should already be signed into your Google Drive through Great Falls Public Schools. So you can just click on that sign in button. Once you're signed in, you'll be into Google Tour Builder, and you'll have a couple tabs up here where you can see My Tours. So if you're saving a tour or going back to a tour that you're working on, you're going to click here and go to My Tours. You can then go ahead and click on a tour. You can open that tour, and then up here in the top right-hand corner, if you need to edit that tour, you can click on edit, and it will allow you then to get into the editing features. If this is the first time that you have worked on the tour builder, you're going to want to click on that orange button that says create a new tour up in the top right-hand corner. So I'm going to go ahead and just edit this tour. You'll notice that when you start a tour, you'll have one slide, and it's going to be the introduction slide. So you can go ahead and put the name of your tour on that, your author name, add a photo that kind of highlights your tour, as well as some information here. So notice you can type in, you can use bold, italics, underline, you can even link to things and stuff like that. So moving on, you can add different locations to your tour. So you see I've already added a location, and I type in Great Falls, and then Tour Builder is going to use Google Earth to find that location. I can enhance my story, which you guys will need to do by adding photos and videos. So you can add up to 25 photos or videos. I'm not sure if you want to use the start date or not. You can. That might not really be applicable to the project that you're doing, but you will need to do an introduction. So you're going to have to tell us about this stop on your tour. So you're going to do an introduction in the text box here. And then you also need to change the icon. So if you click on change the icon, you can choose an icon from some of these kind of highlighting what it is. So if you're doing a mountain range, and you're talking about the hiking and the opportunities for some of those recreational activities there, you might want to use the hiking person or something like that. Okay. Great Falls is known for the river runs right through it. So you might want to use the river icon if that's kind of what you're using for highlighting that area. There are some advanced options down here that we won't really be looking at with this project. So then I can move on and do the same thing. When I'm ready to add a new location, I just click on add a new location, and let's say that Missoula is going to be the next city that I want to highlight on my tour. So I can type that in, click on Missoula, add it to my tour, and then you can even zoom in. So if you want to take your little guy here and put him in Missoula, and you can find certain locations, and he can go into 3D mode or whatever. So if this is the location that you want, I can go ahead and click lock this view. And then I can fill in all of this other information. I can add photos and videos and things like that. So every time I come back to this slide, it's going to take me to that view. So if I go back to Billings, it's going to take me to Billings. And that's the view that I locked for Billings. And if I come to Missoula, it's going to take me to Missoula and take me inside Missoula, because that's where I put my little guy. So that's kind of fun to do if you want to do that. And then you need to add your other locations. So 5 cities, 3 reservations, and 2 other landmarks that might convince this company to come and locate in Montana. Once you are finished with your tour, you can go ahead, and you've got some options up here. So I can click save now, and then it just saves it. It's good to make sure that things are kind of saving as you're going along. But when you're done editing, you can click on the done editing button. From here, you will want to click share. And notice how right now it says anyone with the access to the link can view. The default usually is private, so you'll probably see this when you click on share. So you'll want to click change, and you're going to change this to anyone with a link can view, and you need to save that. And then you're going to take your link and copy and paste it into the hyperdoc that is in your Montana government classroom. So there's that blank where you're going to type or paste the link to your tour. And as long as you've changed it to anyone with a link can view, your teacher can then go through and view your tour. So, all right, that completes our tutorial on Tour Builder. Have fun making your tour.